that are different about it, a couple of things that could be improved. One is that when you spray water into sunny, hot air, what happens to the water? You got an idea what happens to some of the water before it hits the ground?
It evaporates?
It evaporates, right. I mean, so you get only about 80% of the water hitting the ground. Then, the stuff that hits on top of the plants, once again, doesn't hit the ground, and it evaporates before it can help the plant, okay? The other thing that happens is, as you wet leaves of the plants actually have the chance of making their disease worse. If they've got a virus, or they got a bug, or they got a bacterial infection, a fungus infection, wetting that infection makes it spread. Okay, so that's another problem with spraying out in the air. So what a lot of gardeners do is they use drip irrigation, which, well, we're going to look at it because I've got it running. I don't have it running in the house, but I got it set up in the house. What drip irrigation does is it actually drips water directly into the ground. So there's no evaporation, there's no disease propagation, and you don't lose any water by dripping it on the plant. Now, all those are advantages, but there are some disadvantages to it too. One is you can't really go in and cultivate the plants once you got drip irrigation down, because you could break the tubes or whatever, okay? The other thing is that after a couple of years, the tubes go bad, they get plugged up or whatever. So, and that's what we're going to take care of today. We got a couple of lines that are free right now because I'm changing over crops from spring crops to fall crops. And what we're going to do is replace the lines and rehook them up, so you guys can get some idea of how those systems work, get hooked up, and those kinds of things. So, I mean, if you're interested in agriculture, and someday you want to go work for an organic farm someplace and actually get paid instead of working here, which is all volunteer. I mean, even I'm a volunteer. You know, you can tell them, oh yeah, I have some experience with drip irrigation. I actually have to help set it up at the Brea Community Learning Farm. Okay? So I thought we could do that for a little while today, and you guys can see how that works. Okay?
That sounds good.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool.